Tipp FM's Tip Today.
With Slattery's Garage, Hook On. Main Peugeot dealers in the Premier County. And now stocking the full range of the luxury French car brand DS Automobiles. Book your test drive today with Slattery's Garage, Hook On. See slatterysgarage.ie.
Now, Ryan Burke was in touch with the show this week as he sets out on a very special journey, opening up his own boutique on Gladstone Street in Clonmel. And I'm delighted to say he's with us in studio today. Good morning to you, Ryan.
Good morning, Fran. How are you?
I'm very well indeed, and many congratulations to you on this. Can I just tell people you're 18 years of age?
18, yeah. Only just finishing my leaving cert at the moment.
Right. So tell me about this. A boutique. Largely, you'll be selling women's clothing. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Right. Where did all this come from, Ryan?
I suppose it kind of came from a long line of my interest in fashion, and I suppose my late nanny, my mum's mum, she loved her fashion. And she was a very, devoted into her style, even in her later years when she was when she was getting older. And my mother took that on then as well. And I suppose it kind of just came from an interest for me that I always wanted to do something in the line of fashion and creation, and kind of just wanted to do something for myself. Yeah. But I didn't know what that was.
But now you've discovered what it is. You're not open yet. You will be officially opening, I think, is the 1st of July? Is it?
1st of July,
1st of July. But you have an online presence at the moment.
I have an online presence, yeah. I'm currently getting the website fully set up and running. So I'll be able to do sales through that as well, all over Ireland.
Right. So you're 18 years of age. You're living with autism, Ryan.
Living with autism, yeah. And mental health as well.
Right. What is that like? What is that experience like?
It's challenges every day. Yeah. Battles every day. A lot of people don't see.
Will you tell me some of them? Because you came in here today. If it wasn't written in front of me, I wouldn't know that you have autism.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of those challenges. I
suppose the main one is kind of basically waking up in the morning. I take a good while to kind of come around. It was a lot of motivation, a lot of text from my mum. My mum's my massive encouragement, and I suppose it's just kind of the thing where I'm struggling to even get up out of the bed in the morning. I don't have the motivation or energy to get up. I just want to go back to sleep.
And was it like this all through school, for example?
School was a massive challenge.
Was it? Yeah.
I was severely bullied since creche, since I was about 4 or 5.
Yeah. Is that because you were different?
Yeah. So yeah. It was always. Sometimes it was just little nitpick and little. I was even getting called different names when we were in junior and senior infants. Right. And then as years went on, then it grew to severe harassment and.
Right. And what effect did that have on you then?
I suppose all through my teenage years, I massively isolated myself. I had no friends. It's only now, since I'm finished school, I'm starting to put myself out there, and I'm starting to find friends. But I suppose through school, it was the bullying, it was the constant torment, even outside of school. I was getting name called, I was getting identified on the street, and people were coming up to me, and they were. I was scared, to leave my own house.
Well, it makes it all the more commendable then that, for anybody to start up a business is very daunting indeed. But with that background and with those challenges as well, you're still able to get up out of bed and start a business, which is brilliant.
Yeah, I suppose I've always, I done TY, and I don't know if you know much about TY, but there would have been work experience in TY. Yeah. And I done, I think it's 4 or 5 lots of work experience. And then I've worked in different places since then, and, in different ways. And I suppose I've always had the challenges that, even in workplaces, that I've been always misunderstood. And, people don't, I've been told, but you don't look autistic. And that's a general thing, even outside a workplace.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, I know.
I've
been told I don't look autistic. Yeah. And, I suppose it's just the challenges that, even in school, I can't write, but that's also because of my dyspraxia. I
Right.
have dyspraxia as well. So that means I can't, I basically have no use of my hands when it comes to writing.
So how do you overcome all of that then and decide that you're going to sort of put yourself out there as an entrepreneur and a business person?
My mum and my stepdad are the main two.
Just encouragement. is it?
Encouragement, yeah. My mum was always there for me all through the years, all through my childhood, when different things kind of started to break down in friends and in different ways, you know.
Yeah.
But she always told me that I was made for greatness, like. But you know, usual, but you're biased type thing, you know.
Yeah.
But
she encouraged you, and she told you that, did she? That
she did. She
you're
always would.
Isn't
Yeah.
that marvellous?
Yeah. She always knew from a young age that I had autism, that I was on the spectrum.
Yes.
But nobody wanted to assess me because I don't know why, but I could never get assessed. I only got diagnosed with autism when I was 16. So just a little over 2 years, about 2.5 years ago.
I mean, you're only 18, but is it better now, do you think, that we have more of an awareness about what it is to be autistic, and we have more of an awareness around autism in general? Is it better now?
In terms of, there's more services and there's groups and stuff now that
Yeah.
you can attend, and they're confidential, that where you can make friends and you can speak to counsellors and stuff. But I suppose the general awareness, not really, no, it hasn't really changed, I don't think.
Yeah.
Even from when I was growing up, there was, like, it's good to have the autistic diagnosis because it really does help in certain
Why
ways.
was that important to you? Because you probably knew all along yourself, but with the actual diagnosis, why was that so important to you?
I suppose it gave me clarity.
Did it? Yeah.
It gave me kind of a reason for why I always struggled with so many things out through primary school. Like, even to give you an example, I still can't recite the whole alphabet,
Okay.
and that's been it's in its own right, it's a challenge. It's kind of embarrassing, like, you know.
Well, sure, why is it embarrassing? I mean, it's just a result of a condition that you have. But, I mean, you're dealing with, huge things in starting your own business and all of that. Sure, it's much more important than reciting the alphabet.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's always kind of taunted me, little things like that.
Yeah.
That I'm kind of...
And you spoke to me at the very start about mental health issues. Is that quite separate to the autism, is it?
They've
Or-
always clashed.
Yeah.
They always clash. I've diagnosed OCD and anxiety as well.
Yes.
So, and dyspraxia too. And that's like fine motor skills
Yeah.
as well. So there's a list there.
Yeah. But obviously there's a great creative side that you have and that you've been nurturing as well with your interest in fashion.
Yeah, fashion, art. I love kind of everything outside of sport, basically. Sport isn't
me too. I know that feeling for sure. Tell me about the idea then to start the business.
I suppose I always wanted to have my own space, my own shop. Like, I used to do feathered car boot sale
Yeah.
out the road from Clonmel. And I would have done that when I was about 14, 15.
Selling clothing.
Selling clothing.
Oh, okay.
Family and friends would give me stuff and I'd sell them, and I'd buy in some stuff as well. And I suppose that kind of stemmed the idea. And I suppose then in around the end of January this year, 26, I was just lying in bed one evening and I got the idea, you know what, I want to do something different for myself. I want to make a name for myself.
Yeah.
So I was still only halfway through sixth year at this stage. And so it just came into my head, what if I opened up my own shop when I finished school? And this was just lying in bed that I just got this idea. And then before I knew it, then 1st, 2nd of February came around and I was signing my lease and putting down my deposit on a unit.
Isn't it great? And that's on Gladstone Street in Clonmel.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, very good. And you'll open your doors on the 1st. And what kind of clothing will you sell? Will you specialise in something?
Not really, no. I kind of want to do whatever kind of basically whatever the women want, like, you know. I don't really have a particular forte. I have everything from dresses and skirts to blouses and pantses to, and then even going into the gifts. I have lovely gift sets, creams. I've loads of lovely handbags, everything in.
So accessories as well, yeah.
Accessories, necklaces, bracelets, loads of stuff, yeah.
And how did you find it to deal with suppliers, particularly where your autism is concerned? Was that daunting? Was that difficult for you?
Yeah, it would have been, trying to explain exactly what I want and, you know, trying to get them to understand, I suppose, everything that it was difficult to try and, you know, even trying to do accounting and speak to my accountant and things like that is even difficult as well, because, you know, you want to make sure you're doing everything right.
Of course.
Do you know? I don't exactly want revenue on my back or anything, do you know?
No, nobody does, Ryan, for sure. Is there a particular demographic you'll be after? Is there a particular age bracket you'll be after?
I suppose with what I definitely have for opening day, I suppose kind of around the late 20s to maybe late 40s, early 50s. So it's kind of just your general kind of, like, there's lovely pieces in at the moment, lovely stuff coming in for summer and that as well.
What is fashionable for women at the moment? What, you know, are there particular colours out there? Not that I know, but are there?
Lemon is very big this year.
Is it?
Lemon, lovely lemon. They're very big now in cardigans and in everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
I suppose then as well, I was reading as well that the light grey has overridden black for the first time.
Oh, right. Okay.
As a fashion colour. And that's becoming very popular now as well.
Yeah.
I suppose you're coming into summer, so you have all your reds, your blues, your yellows, and, you know, you kind of just, I suppose, you know, it's kind of becoming a more insightable thing that women want to look nice, you know. Women want to leave the house. The kind of, I think the idea of the main site is the leggings and the tracksuits, they're kind of going. Are they? You know, I personally think that they are going, really, you know, outside of like the gym and things like that.
Yes. Interesting. Yeah. So the 1st of July you will open up officially on Gladstone Street. Would you open up with a sale, or is there are you opening with something in particular?
I'm not particularly doing a sale, no.
Okay, right.
But on opening day I have limited goodie bags.
Okay.
So I'm doing goodie bags with my own stock, and I'll have treats and little bakes from my cousin Susan Landy. If anybody is interested in Clonmel in treats, contact her on Facebook.
Very good. And what about your own social media platforms, if people want to buy some of your stuff online?
So it's the Velvet Room Boutique on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok.
Right, so that's what you're going to call it, the Velvet Room, is it?
The Velvet Room Boutique, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely idea indeed.
Yeah.
So they'll get you on what? TikTok,
Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, so you're out there at the moment. Well, we want to wish you well. We'll follow your story.
Thank you.
And see how you're getting on. But I'm sure you're going to do extremely well. Is there something particular, a young man's view of women's clothing? Is that a particular niche, do you think? Your eye on what women's clothing would be?
I suppose for me, men's clothing, I just don't really think has the general forte as a full market anymore in Clonmel.
Right.
I think men's clothing is very kind of basic and very kind of your standard jeans and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas I think women's clothing is more of a colourful exploration, that it's more decorative and it's more out there.
Yeah.
But I suppose as a man, that side of it, it is. I suppose it is kind of something new, but at the same time, it's not really. In the other hand, a lot of.
Well, sure, many of the designers have been men over the years, and lovely to meet you, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
We wish you the very best, and as I say, we will follow your story, and best of luck for the 1st of July as well.
Thank you very much.
The Velvet Room.
The Velvet Room Boutique, that's me.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank
nice
you,
to see
Frank.
you today. We'll take a break. Back with more in a moment.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. Call Tipp today on 1-800-938-007.